I only have 4 days to make a decision. As I sit at the kitchen table, the morning light filtering through the half-drawn blinds, a knot of anxiety tightens in my chest. The decision I have to make looms over me like a shadow. Should I cancel my husband's birthday reservations at the indoor golf place and the dinner that follows? I've been going back and forth on this, my mind a turbulent sea of indecision. It's supposed to be a surprise, something special. He's always talked about wanting to try both, and I thought it would be the perfect gift. His birthday comes just a few days after mine, a fact that has only amplified my frustration. The memory of Christmas morning still stings like a fresh wound. I can see the scene in my mind, the crinkling of wrapping paper, my forced smile as I unwrapped a box of diapers for our daughter, presented with an air of triumph, as if it were some grand gesture. My husband had stood there, grinning, seemingly oblivious to the hurt and disappointment etched on my face. I'm still angry about that, a simmering anger that refuses to dissipate. We've never been the kind of couple to exchange gag gifts, and last year's spatula debacle was supposed to be a turning point. I had hoped this year would be different, that he would understand the importance of thoughtful gestures. As I sip my lukewarm coffee, my thoughts drift to the past few months. Our daughter is only 2 months old, and the chaos of home renovations has added to the stress of new parenthood. We've been working on replacing the floors and painting the house since before she was born, the goal being to have everything ready before she starts crawling. Over the summer, he managed to do the nursery floor, and just a week before she was born, he tackled our older son's room. It was a daunting task, but the flooring came free, a generous gift from my dad. He even bought my husband a miter saw for Christmas to help with the job, so we wouldn't have to keep borrowing his. Yet, I do all the painting, the laborious task of transforming each room while juggling the demands of a newborn. This past week, as we cleared out our bedroom for me to paint and him to lay the flooring, he casually mentioned my birthday. "Wow," he said, his tone light, "all this work for your birthday gift." I felt a cold wave wash over me. "Excuse me, what gift?" I asked. He looked at me, seemingly confused by my reaction. "All the work of putting the flooring in our bedroom," he explained. "But don't worry, I'll still do a dinner for you. We can invite your mom and my family. What do you want me to cook?" I felt the frustration building, a pressure cooker ready to explode. "I would like to just have a quiet birthday dinner," I replied, struggling to keep my voice steady. "You, me, and the kids at Longhorn Steakhouse. Come home and watch a movie together. Also, the flooring is not my gift. This is something we've been planning for a year. And with the house torn up, I don't want to host anyone, especially after having hosted for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Besides, we don't even have a place for people to sit. We have all the bedroom furniture and our clothing in the living room. I'm currently sleeping on the mattress on the floor in here. Plus, I'm not a fan of your brother coming over, so you two can sit and just drink beer all evening while I watch Our and his kids." He seemed unfazed by my plea. "No," he insisted. "I'm going to cook at home. Just tell me what you want me to cook." I felt a sense of defeat creeping in, but I replied, "Okay, I want steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans." However, I knew this was a recipe for disaster. He couldn't make mashed potatoes to save his life, and he only liked green beans if they were boiled. I preferred fresh green beans, slowly sautéed with olive oil, garlic, and herbs. If I wanted it done right, I'd have to do it myself. "No," he responded. "We're not doing steak. It'll cost too much if the family comes over. I'll just do a chicken." That was the breaking point. I lost it. "For my birthday," I reiterated, my voice rising, "I do not want people over." We argued back and forth until I finally conceded, "Fine, do what you want for my birthday." A side note, last year he ordered the traditional tres leches cake, but with peaches. I hate peaches. He likes peaches. I prefer strawberries. And then, to top it off, my name was spelled wrong on the cake. He thought it was hilarious. My mind is a whirlpool of doubts and emotions. Would I be the asshole if I canceled his birthday plans? The thought gnaws at me, and I can feel the stress manifesting physically. Sleepless nights, a perpetual knot in my stomach, the feeling of being on edge, waiting for the next disappointment. I flash back to earlier times when things felt simpler. I remember our early days when he'd surprise me with small, thoughtful gestures. A handwritten note slipped into my bag, a spontaneous picnic in the park. But somewhere along the way, those gestures faded, replaced by practicalities and overlooked sentiments. I find myself wondering if this is just a phase, or if it's a sign of something deeper, a chasm widening between us. In a moment of desperation, I call my mom, who has always been my confidant. Her voice is a balm, soothing and reassuring, as I pour out my frustrations. "You have every right to feel the way you do," she tells me. "You're not asking for the world, just a little thoughtfulness." Her words give me a momentary sense of validation, yet the decision still feels monumental. As the days tick by, an unexpected complication arises. My husband's brother calls, eager to discuss the birthday plans. "Hey, I heard about the big dinner," he says, his voice full of enthusiasm. "Can't wait to come over and celebrate with you guys." My heart sinks. The idea of hosting, of putting on a facade while my own feelings of disappointment simmer beneath the surface, feels unbearable. I scramble for an excuse, trying to buy myself time to figure out what to do. There's a near discovery moment when my husband almost finds the cancellation notice for the golf outing. I had left the email open on my laptop, distracted by the baby's cries. He walks into the room as I'm rushing back, my heart pounding in my chest. "What's up?" he asks, glancing at the screen. I quickly close the laptop, my voice betraying none of the panic I feel inside. "Nothing, just checking emails," I say, forcing a smile. He seems to buy it, turning his attention back to the baby. The night before his birthday, I lie awake, the weight of my decision pressing down on me. I picture the look on his face when he realizes the golf outing and dinner have been canceled, the sarcastic card and diaper wipes waiting for him. Part of me dreads the confrontation, the inevitable fallout. Yet another part of me feels a sense of empowerment in taking a stand, in showing him how his actions have affected me. The morning of my birthday arrives and I put my plan into motion. I head out for my 90-minute massage, the tension in my muscles slowly melting away as I allow myself to relax. The therapist's hands work magic, and for the first time in weeks, I feel a sense of peace. Afterward, I stop by Starbucks, savoring the warmth of my favorite drink, indulging in the solitude of an hour with my new book. As the day draws to a close, I think about tomorrow, about the message my actions will send. I know he will understand the irony, the reflection of his thoughtlessness. But I also hope it sparks a change, a realization of the importance of small gestures, of making each other feel valued. I fall asleep with my daughter nestled against me, feeling a renewed sense of hope. Tomorrow will bring what it will, but for now, in this moment, I feel a quiet strength, a reminder that I deserve to be celebrated too.